Hello, Free Rotation Nation.
Hello.
I'm Bibby, Bob's, also known as The Hair. I am joined by our wonderful head lady in charge / producer / true crime investigator.
That's right.
Angie.
It'd be fun if you said Becky.
Look, I'm just fucking staring. And we're joined by our wonderful legal team, Beckles.
Guys,
the whole legal team.
I know the whole, just all of the one of me. Guys, I'm so excited to announce our first sponsor for this episode.
We have a sponsor.
We sure do. It's this cup of coffee I'm drinking. It's fucking delicious. Thank you, coffee, for helping me survive law school.
I love drinking the brown mud.
Coffee?
I think it's 1860 coffee.
1860.
We're not actually sponsored, FYI, so.
That was a good year. They should sponsor us.
Yeah.
I drink enough goddamn coffee.
Yeah, that's good coffee, though.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Folgers. All right. What are we doing today, Angie?
Today, we are going to check in. Do you guys remember back in January when we made our predictions for the year?
Yeah, the Apocalypse and Chill episode. I
Yes.
stole that from a record name.
I was not high in coke on that episode.
No, you were fine that day.
Yeah.
There was one day I was. You guess which episode?
All of them?
All of them?
I think it was last year. It was a day I was super hungover and I needed a little jump.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think you remember the
A
episode.
little pep, a little snip.
Yeah, because I was talking. I think that's my episode to do, and I was talking Ray. You're like, you need to slow down, Bobby. I'm just like, I'm so excited.
Bobby was like,
Kids
That's
don't do
3
drugs.
years in the penitentiary.
Kids don't do drugs. They're bad. But also
yeah, and by Coke he means Coca-Cola.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. He drinks a lot of soda.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the horsome?
Horsome.
Oh my God, the four horsemen. I think I was trying to say horsemen, and
Did
I
you
said
call us horse?
Apparently.
I mean, it's true. But
I'm not a whore. I haven't had sex in 3 months.
what I was gonna say is back to something more wholesome, which is our apocalyptic predictions.
Oh yeah, these were so wholesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been 6 months, and I would like to check in. I went in and I wrote down all of our predictions, both personal, squad, and global.
Because if you remember correctly from this episode, we were all jokey because it's 2020 and, crazy shit's going to happen this year.
What was coming?
We had no idea what was happening.
No idea.
You go back and listen to our episodes?
I did for this one, yeah.
Just for this one.
I don't listen to our episodes.
I'm
kidding, I do.
I
listen to our
can't
funny
listen.
shit.
Like, I will download it, but then I'm like, I can't take my voice, so.
I go
love
back
my
and
voice.
listen because, especially on one that I think we did really well
Yeah.
or really bad to see what we could improve. But we're perfect. Okay?
Yeah, the ones I like are the ones where we laugh too much, so because that means I'm being funny that day.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby, yes,
Speaking of funny shit, okay.
Okay, so when we first did this, we started out making Baba Wawa 2020 jokes.
Oh, yeah. That's what really started our problems,
Yeah.
is we made fun of Barbara Walters.
Oh, fuck.
We started this shit.
We sure did.
And then we said Bobby was Joyce Behar, and we like, oh my god.
And we got the little magnets now.
Yeah. So we are the Golden Girls. Which, by the way, has become a meme this year. I got them for us for Christmas, and now the Golden Girls are, like, huge. I mean, they've always been huge.
I think they came back on
like
Netflix is what it is or something.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah, they were playing, I think it was Netflix I was watching, and I was like, this was, like, the best TV back in the day.
Oh, the Golden Girls are amazing. Amazing. Okay, we're going to start with Bobby's personal predictions.
Sure.
So, Bobby, I'm going to list out the 5 things you said, and you can tick whatever you've accomplished.
Okay.
Move up in Delta.
No, well, we took a...
You're in furlough!
The pandemic!
No, not furloughed, but we took a 25% pay cut. Thank God for unemployment money.
Top 8 open at the Grand Prix.
No, we got canceled because of COVID.
You're going to move out of your parents' house.
COVID.
You're going to find an SO. COVID. And your most important thing, you wanted to see a full-bodied apparition or pet a ghost pupper.
None of those things have happened.
We were pretty close, though, at Corpsewood. We heard the ghost pupper.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
We did. Bobby and I heard it like...
But to be fair, you also had that really cool picture of, like, light shining down on you.
Oh,
So
it's an
it
amazing
could have
picture.
been.
Oh, by the way, I have used those pictures you guys took of me and some other ones. I had my dad do a photo shoot for me because I needed new Tinder pictures because I got skinny. And I can't keep up right now. I'm getting too many matches on Tinder and Bumble. I've never had this problem before, so it's kind of
That picture I took of Bobby, I was really proud of it.
But here's the good thing. We still have another half a year, so the SO part might actually happen unless we get shut back down again.
I'll just fucking buy a Russian order bride, whatever.
Yeah, they might not get shipped very quickly. Delayed shipping on your Russian mail
they'll be
order
dead.
bride.
It's fine, as long as I can fuck them.
He's joking at NSA.
He's not. Okay, Becky, you wanted to become a grizzled sea captain.
I'm working on it. The grizzled part, getting there. The sea captain part, a little more
I
difficult.
got some steroids.
That's true.
You can grow some facial hair.
You wanted to make an actual fairy garden with real-life fairies.
Hmm.
And you said Bobby and I would not qualify if we ran around.
Well, that's probably the truth. No, not yet.
Okay. You want to wear socks more.
I have done that. I have normally maybe I wear socks maybe 4 times a year. I've worn them at least 5 times at this point.
Yeah.
We've gone bowling a lot.
Comment.
That's why.
Yeah, you better wear socks to those fucking Doc Martens, or those things are gonna stank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Those shoes were super comfortable though.
Yeah, I told you they're fucking amazing.
You wanted to not commit a felony.
I have not committed a felony yet. Although, well, no, a felony has to have intent. So I have not intentionally committed a felony.
Couple
We'll
misdem-
leave it there.
Yeah,
Couple
we'll just leave it at
misdemeanors,
that.
though.
Maybe a couple of misdemeanors.
And you wanted to make Angie play a first-person shooter she actually likes.
I did it,
Oh,
guys.
Valorant. Oh, fuck.
I did it.
Yeah.
I predicted one thing. I got Angie to play Valorant. Now, here's the thing. There is a debate as to whether Angie actually likes
I have
Valorant.
a love-hate relationship with it because it hates me.
It's like we could play. It's like
I
you want to
can't quit
it's
it.
like the
it's
drug.
like it's my Brokeback Mountain.
Well, it's the thing is like you just want to improve at it, and you do see improvement every once in a while, and that's what keeps you addicted.
Well, I haven't blown us all up at spawn again.
True.
Improvement. Yeah, I did that a couple of times.
I
I'm always
heard.
like, run. Oh, you've been there. I've been like, I threw the pack out, run.
You act like I know what's in Valorant, because I know what A, B, C are, but like you're like, Chuck, they're like, small hallway. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know where this is. Like,
Oh,
I
remember that.
I'm just spinning around in a goddamn circle like a fucking idiot.
There was one point I was watching Bobby, and there's this huge fight. I had died. There's like a huge 3v3 fight going on at B, and Bobby's just shooting his stuff at A,
I
just
know.
hanging
I
out.
know
I was
exactly
like,
what you're talking
I was like, Bobby is so wholesome.
Becky,
This is hilarious.
he sent me a message said he is so cute and wholesome.
This is
And I'm like, he is defending A to the death.
I loved it. I was like, oh, Bobby, this is what I'm talking.
Well, didn't I plant? I think I was planting that round.
Yeah. No. We were.
Oh.
I think we were defending, but it was funny because Bobby, when he does have to end up being the one that plants, all you hear is "oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck,
Oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck."
oh fuck." Why is this me? Oh fuck. We're like,
We're
Bobby, it's all
Bobby,
you
you got to plant. And he's like, "Ah," and somehow he gets headshotted from across the map with all of us standing there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Nobody has that bad luck.
Until you met me.
Yeah.
Although I do enjoy playing with like when we have a squad and have Bobby play because it's just fun because it's all like just a clusterfuck. Like you
remember Steven?
Steven?
Is that the British dude? That's Alex.
The little kid.
I didn't play with Steven.
Steven
He was so freaking wholesome.
He was the cutest. He was like 9 years old. And he was like, guys, okay, we're going to attack on B. We're at A. We're going to attack on A.
That's good.
And we're gonna go through the bathrooms. That's not a good idea, Steven. Okay, we'll split. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We're not gonna win. But we're gonna go out dying. And we're like, yeah!
That's wholesome as shit.
He was this sweet little
And, like,
baby.
And Becky and I and the other 2 people were like, we just did what he said because he was so awesome and nobody cussed. It was
Yeah,
great.
it was really sweet. He
Go
was
ahead.
so cute.
And then this one guy was like, Steven, be careful. I don't know what I'd do without you, man.
Aw. You know, I'm going to find Steven, and on his 18th birthday, I'm going to hire him an escort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Steven probably
Yeah.
could be a pimp. He was so cute. And the funny part was, there's a clip on it because I was streaming. And you see me and I'm killing, like, Steven is like, oh, yes, we killed one of them. Meanwhile, it's all of us killing them.
Yeah.
Steven gets one kill. They're like, yes, Steven!
I'm the same fucking way. There was that one game where I got like a double, like 2 kills, and I was like in the same fucking round. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm awesome.
We did it!
And then I went like crazy to go like 3 and
Well, you
12.
clutched that round.
Yeah, I got lucky.
You clutched it.
Listen, it doesn't matter as
Yeah,
long as
Becky,
the round.
in the clip, Steven gets the 1 kill. I get killed really early by Jet.
Mhm.
And then Becky, like, kills everybody else, but we're all like, Steven, yeah!
Well, the reason
But you see
yeah,
Becky
yeah.
calmly just killing everybody else.
Well, the only reason I did well that round, I think, is because you dropped the Stinger, the good SMG for me.
I think it was a
Oh, the
Spectre.
Spectre.
Yeah, Spectre,
Yeah.
Stinger, one of the two.
Yeah.
I get confused with COD. It's all the same.
It's fun.
Mhm.
I think it's hilarious. And now the funny part is me and Angie have talked about, like, Bobby could not do anything in that game that makes us rage. But
No.
Alex, I know you're listening.
Yeah.
You could be looking the wrong way.
Alex
And
can
die.
run backwards and it pisses me off. I'm like, why are you running backwards? He's like, we haven't even spawned yet.
Hey, I told you there was going to be 1 FPS. I was going to get you to play.
Mhm.
Now, whether you actually like it or not, that's fine. But at least you come back for more.
Yeah. And we've met some pretty cool people.
Oh, I was going to make an abusive relationship joke, but I decided not to.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah.
That's probably not the good time.
But that's exactly what it's like.
Well, Valorant, it is kind of that. It's
Yeah.
like, well, it's more like a drug.
Rito, please.
Rito. So, what were
Okay.
your personal goals?
I wanted to rank up in League.
You did.
Yeah, gold 3.
Nice.
We're going to stick there for reasons. I want to be healthy. I've gone backwards. But I'm getting there.
You're working in.
It's slow baby steps.
Yeah. Promotion at work. Nailed it.
You got to
Twice. Finish a book. Finish writing a book.
Did you say finish writing a book or finish a book? Because
Finish writing.
Ah, okay. Because I was like, technically, you read a book.
I wanted to go to our treasure hunt in Mexico, but somebody found it.
I mean, it sucks that we didn't find it, but it's cool that somebody did find it.
So maybe
Yeah.
we need to mention that too, as in like an update. Is
Yeah.
that Finn Forrester's treasure was found?
Yeah.
Allegedly. Nothing has come out about this treasure, by the way.
Ooh, okay.
But like, I honestly wonder if he was just kind of sick of the shit, like people like going and dying, and he was like, you know what, we're just gonna say somebody found it.
Well, would he
Maybe.
actually, Becky, lawyer, put your lawyer hat on? Would he be held liable for that?
No,
Okay, wasn't
I
sure.
mean
And people pull hoaxes all the time and they're not illegal.
Yeah.
Well, and think about it. I mean, it's up to you as the person to
Yeah.
make that decision to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, he didn't say I'm going to withhold something from you
You're-
unless you do this.
Yeah, unless you go do it, that would be different. But I
Fair.
think that
But I remember there was a theory that he was just trying to get people outside
Oh, yeah.
and he didn't actually plan any treasure.
That'd be super
Which-
shitty.
Okay, let's think about it. Like somebody found the treasure during COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the perfect
Well,
social
look
distance.
what we did. We've gone out hiking a lot. and
Well,
done
I guess
some
that's
bullshit.
true.
It is the perfect social distancing
Mhm.
activity for treasure.
I guess that's true, especially in other states. They probably didn't shut down everything like they got shut down here.
Well, a lot of national parks and stuff are still open. But you had to social distance though.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Which-
we got turned away at a park one time because there
Yeah.
were too many people.
Fair.
Yeah.
And it's like this is like 100,000 acres.
Yeah. Like I could actually just walk to the right and get
There's
lost.
5 people in here. Turn around.
Right.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so going into our actual predictions, Bobby,
Mm-hmm.
which we don't know this one yet. You said the Atlanta Falcons will have a come from behind 32-8 victory in the Super Bowl.
Because, and I have a reasoning behind that.
Oh no, yeah.
Every 4 years, we exceed expectations. 2012, no, 08, Matt Ryan's first year in the league, loses the playoffs as a rookie. 2012, we make our way to the NFC Championship game. 2016, we
Go to the Super Bowl.
I was about to fucking say that, Becky. No, it's fine. We go to the Super Bowl. 2020.
Nobody talks about that though. We don't
Yeah.
talk about that year.
Yeah. But then 2020, just saying, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a pattern.
Plus, the same pattern as in the 70s where we had the exact same stats, and then
Yep.
the next year went to the Super Bowl. Plus, we picked up Todd Gurley.
Well,
and
this
Dante Fowler.
and Dante
I was going to
Fowler,
say
yeah.
this also would be a good year for us to maybe make a run. So here, and this is really bad, but this is my reasoning. You know, right now with the midst of the pandemic, a lot of times they're not allowing fans into sporting events. So one of our biggest fallback, or one of our biggest things that we have a
Yeah.
problem with is that when we leave or we have, we really don't have a fan base like Seattle.
Right, because
No.
we're such an eclectic mix
Yeah,
of
we're-
people.
and
A
we're
lot of people come into
A bunch
Atlanta.
of fair weather fans.
Yes.
Yeah, and Saints fans easily travel here.
So
Voodoo ladies, we're looking at you.
if you don't have a bunch of people in a stadium,
yeah,
maybe that would make a difference.
yeah.
I mean, we already got caught pumping fake noise in the stadium a couple of years ago, so it doesn't fucking matter.
everybody does
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I also feel like we have a lot to prove. Like, you know, Matt Ryan says he's not going to play for much longer, so I'm sure
Yeah.
he wants the ring. But also, Drew Brees is pissed off his team.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Fucking
Oh
Brady
yeah.
came
Shut
to
the
Tampa
fuck up,
Bay.
Drew Brees. God damn it. You have
And-
nothing positive to say.
Yeah,
Eat a dick.
if you it's like that's a perfect example of not reading a room.
Yeah.
I was going to say that. Like, what he said wasn't that bad. But, okay.
It's not the time and place.
It's not time, place.
Maybe 2 years ago, it
Yeah.
would have been fine.
Yeah.
Not in a situation where that
Mhm.
entire
You're taking something out of context now.
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Just read the room.
Read the room.
Read your
Number
thing.
one thing, read the room.
Read the room. Okay, Bobby, you said we were going to find out the Australian fires were caused by dragons. In the news recently, there has been where they have discovered that there might actually have really been dragons and they could still be.
Nice.
So, it's not out, you know, way
It's not out of
out
complete out there.
Yeah.
Bobby said Donald Trump is a Cthulhu disciple and Epstein was killed to protect us all from that knowledge.
Still haven't been disproven.
No.
I'm not wrong.
You are not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Correct.
Exactly.
You are kind of in the middle.
I'm a conspiracy theorist. It works, right?
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
You have to prove me wrong.
World War III will be started over boy bands. And then the K-pop will come in from behind. So it'll be like NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys versus like the back in the day New Edition type thing.
Can I say God bless K-pop stands for just trolling Donald Trump?
Okay, that was like one of my favorite stories that I heard is the TikTok people who are big K-pop fans, like going in and signing up for the Oklahoma rally and not showing
That was
up.
great.
You realize
That was actually great.
You realize there were more people there for the Wiggles live
Oh, yeah.
years ago than for fucking Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you orange piece of
I
shit.
almost wore my Blackpink shirt today. I may go change.
I like that shirt you're wearing, though.
Yeah,
What-
me too.
Black what?
Blackpink. It's a K-pop
I
band.
hit you with
Oh.
Angie loves K-pop.
I
That's
know.
the secret that nobody knows about.
Honey, well now everybody knows.
Well, no, you could like this is a secret everybody knows. Beep. Just like
I
that.
And then it's like a little censor sign pops up. It's like, oh shit, she knew about the governments.
This one has been proven, I believe. His hair is a portal to another dimension.
It has. I have. Oh no. Okay. So fun story. Last night I went to the pre-release and then I got home, went to sleep because it's fucking 2 a.m. Proceeded to wake up at 6 a.m. because my body goddamn hates me. And I roll out of bed. A chapstick falls out of my hair.
Are you serious?
And it was a Burt's Bees. That shit's expensive.
Oh my god.
Do you normally wear Burt's Bees?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, maybe it was in your bed, but that seems weird that it'd fall out of your
Yeah,
hair.
Or so either my hair is a portal to the dimension or my hair is sentient. And so you know, I just have dry lips in the morning. It's like being wholesome. Here you go, buddy.
Your hair is actually a bag of holding.
Ooh, that'd be sick. I wish.
That would actually be awesome. And you just reach in, man, I'm looking for 20 gold. Pull it out. Here you go.
No, I would put hairspray and shit inside of it.
Oh my god, you're like a walking hair product
Yep.
portal. That would be awesome.
That'd be like the best, like, superpower.
Yeah.
I would stick all my the samples from Costco in there.
Actually, he would be.
How are they going to prove you stole it? They can't get in your portal.
Oh no, you know the samples they hand out.
Oh,
I was gonna
see,
put so when I got
yeah.
hungry later,
Oh.
I have little snacks.
The only thing that you can get out, because you know with a bag of holding, you have to turn it inside out to drop everything that was in the
Ooh.
portal.
Yeah.
You just hold Bobby upside down and shake him.
Bobby, where did you get that dead baby?
And like a dildo falls out.
Oh
We're
my
like,
god.
no, that'd fall.
That's
out.
where Nick Kim was the entire
I
time.
knew it.
Andy, the dildo would fall out of my ass. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
yeah, you right.
Not my hair.
That's what we would hold you
That's his
upside
handy
down.
haversack is his butt.
That's his handle, the dildo that we shake him upside down with.
Oh, yes. I believe it or not, I'm straight. It just play along with the joke and it's gas.
Oh my gosh.
The image was too good. I'm sorry.
Okay, Becky, you ready for yours?
Yes.
Okay, you think flight MH370 the Malaysian flight, lands in China and no one even knew they were missing. To them, no time had passed.
That was too specific, so it has not happened yet. It could
It
happen.
hasn't happened. But you also said we would see Yellowstone activity this year.
We did.
We are seeing it.
And we are.
And I have been saying the way to top off this year is a mega volcano.
And we all just
Yay.
fucking die. Thank God I have no savings.
Hey, here's the thing. We might not die by molten lava, but that ash in the air will definitely kill us.
Yeah.
What is it they call it? The sun, blocking the sun out?
Yeah.
Yeah, if the ash doesn't kill us,
The
literally-
volcanic ash will kill
Yeah.
us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
You also believe the Watcher of the Watcher House will be revealed. And we were going to do an episode on that, but we forgot, so we need to.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we kind of had to stall out in March
Yeah.
because of COVID. Yeah, because we were all in our social distancing phase.
Yeah. And we didn't know how to work Zoom yet.
Yeah, thank God now we know how to.
You think the doomsday clock will tick up?
I think it still will. I think
Mhm.
Has it
oh,
not?
absolutely.
I don't. That's what I'm surprised about is that it has not ticked up yet,
Maybe-
especially with
But
everything
think
going on.
about it, because of COVID, more people had to stay inside, so a lot of stuff that was causing a lot of problems started disappearing.
What minutes to midnight are we at? 3? 4?
I think there's 2 minutes.
Fuck.
It was close.
Yeah.
But that is a good point because a lot of it was also environmentally related. But with us
Mhm.
all being socially distanced and being inside, a lot of the environmental things were resetting itself. It is weird. This is a random tangent. But it is crazy to see that if we as humans are not directly interacting with nature, how fast things go back to normal. Like there's there's a whole theory that like Thanos or a zombie apocalypse, or if we're just completely wiped out within 10 years, the entire world is recovered back with nature.
Right. And it's barely even visible that we were ever here.
So hear me out. I have a theory about COVID. Do you guys remember The Happening? That really shitty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
thought
I
it was
think COVID is similar. It's nature fighting back in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Could be.
Yeah.
I agree because I think that it's like I call it like Mother Nature's own antibodies fighting back. Like when you get so sick that your body starts to fight back and uses something to kill something, that's how you get rid of it. Like kind of the same
It could be.
situation, I think.
Like in the Matrix, like we're the virus.
Did you know what deck Mother Nature plays?
What?
Smallpox.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's funny. It's true.
We humans play death and taxes.
Ah, that's good.
Oh boy.
Because we're white and black.
Ebony, ivory. We're not living
Living
in
in
perfect harmony right now, so let's not
Is
talk
that
about
TLC?
No, that's like Earth, Wind, Fire. That's like old school.
It was two singers.
Yeah, it was it Gibson and somebody?
I thought it was. Never mind.
Okay, listeners,
I don't want no scrubs
help
anyway.
us.
That's a TLC reference.
That is. The Learning Channel is really good.
Okay, Becky, you also believe that Area 51 Fun Run was a success, but the runners were taken and done experiments on and released back into the populace to do God knows what.
Still possible.
Oh, no, it has happened. The people that don't want to wear fucking masks.
They're like super soldiers trying to infect us.
Yeah,
That's actually a pretty good theory.
Yeah.
The aliens are the thing that did it.
Yeah.
Oh man, my brain is going.
Okay. Well, mine. I said Australia will become like Easter Island.
Could happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
I also made note that this is the age of Aquarius, and this year will be change in social structure. Come on. The Antarctic creature that was discovered and then immediately was stolen by Russia and those guys over there would actually, so he had a paralytic and a lot of I don't know how you say it, like natural defenses. I said he would be milked for his venom and stuff, and it would be turned into a bioweapon that would be used to cause a pandemic.
Maybe that's COVID.
Maybe.
Hey,
but I said there. I said even if it's not from here, there will be a pandemic this year.
Hey, didn't we all? Here's the thing. Like, let's think about it. The running theory, other than the wet market theory with Wuhan, is that this was a manufactured bioweapon that had gotten released by accident in China. Mm-hmm. So if it was stolen, possibly by somebody, and sold to a Chinese government or anything like that, you may have predicted where COVID came from.
Yeah,
good for you.
It was
Angie.
just weird.
Angie's like the Oracle of Delphi.
I said there would be a change in the police and military structures. I thought the police would be I didn't say defunded, but I said I thought there would be a change in the police where, well, it ties in with another one of mine, but that the military would become more prevalent and that they would start using super soldier animals.
What's that one RPG where you play? It's like abandoned cities and stuff, and you play as animals or something like that. I forget what it's called.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I said that time travelers and the Mandela effect would be revealed to be true, as well as aliens.
Aliens were discovered to be true.
Did you see that meme where like all the fucked up shit that's happening this year is because people keep traveling back in time and fucking with shit? It makes sense.
It's like the butterfly effect. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm trying. That's why murder hornets have suddenly disappeared.
I swear to God, if it turns out Ashton Kutcher's a time traveler, I'm just gonna fucking stab him. Even though he's a really good dude, he's just fucking aggravating.
Well, he is from the 70s. Bobby's quit. I made somebody else quit the podcast. I'm super excited.
I mean, Jake doesn't count. He's just a piece of shit.
That's true.
That's true, too. I said that also when we figured this out about time traveling, we will realize that we are a simulation civilization. And I don't know if you guys saw, like, in the news the past 2 weeks, there was all these people filming Facebook Live, and there was a buffering signal in the sky. It was a cloud. It was buffering.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, my God. This is like Upload, but worse.
Yeah. And, okay, here's the prediction I made that actually, like, made me be like, am I psychic? I said, civilians will arm themselves and rise up, forming militias, and they will rise up against the social structures and the government.
It's getting there.
They will attack and form their own communities because everything's been building to a pivotal point because people are so full of hate, and it'll come to a head and it'll explode.
Seattle did that with that one zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you
that was weird.
Angie, are you sure you're not psychic?
I don't know.
I gave her some of the goofa dust.
Ah, the goofa dust.
But then I said I think something will happen to Ninja this year.
It did happen. His $30 million when Mixer got canceled.
And I said that I believe that there will be a rise in entertainment violence, like people striking back against celebrities and their bullshit politics and
Although, here's the thing. There's been this huge thing on Twitch right now with a Me Too resurgence on Twitch. So there is a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's violence at this point. Although it's very possible that we're going to get there at some point.
Well, I think that the riots and protests, they are targeting affluent neighborhoods and we're talking about going after celebrities.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the guy that's suing Twitch?
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
Oh, for the girl streamers.
Yeah. Did you read like the court documents?
Yes, I did.
His dick literally has scabs on it from masturbating with the fleshlight so much.
He said that it's Twitch's fault that he's a sex addict and he has easy access to girls in skimpy clothes.
Yeah. It was completely out. It was completely off the wall.
There's a filter for that. Like, there's got to be a filter for like 18 plus streamers.
There is.
Okay, so I don't really do Twitch. I usually watch YouTube replays of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go specifically look up Amaranth or, Pink Sparkles.
Bella Delphine. She's actually a porn star now. She has an OnlyFans page. I have not subscribed.
Like, that is up to you, but it's not,
It's not Twitch's fault that you have mental problems.
That's a lot of...
That's your responsibility as an adult to take care of yourself.
Well, apparently this guy's known for suing random people.
Yeah, he recently sued somebody else. I can't remember who it was.
He did say this would be his last lawsuit.
He's probably going to get shot, which he should.
He's going to cause a lot of problems, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Disrespect, you were telling me it was permaban.
Oh my, wait, did they, I heard about that today. Did they give a reason?
Not yet. There's no reason.
It's probably some racist shit.
Well, here's what I thought. Right now the whole Twitch Me Too thing is going on, and they just issued this thing where you will be permabanned if it's the most serious. So that's one theory. Then the other theory is that initially he had been asked to go to Mixer, right? Mm-hmm. And he had gotten a huge deal with Twitch. Yeah. So he would not leave. So there's a theory that with Mixer leaving, it's been released that he falsified documents to get his payment out of Twitch.
Well, he still got the money. Who gives a fuck?
Well, if they sue him.
And he was so fucking salty about not going to Mixer.
Yeah.
So there's no telling what he said or done.
So the trick is just go to a country where they can't sue you. That's possible, right?
I don't know. I'd be curious to see. I haven't checked. I checked this morning when I woke up if there had been a theory, but apparently I'm thinking it might be something regarding sexual assault.
Fair.
I'm thinking that's what it is.
Oh, go ahead.
He's kind of a cutie pie. He looks so nice.
He's a douche, but...
I said he looks nice. I didn't say he fucking has a good personality. Yeah. I want his dick inside of me, Becky. I don't want to know his...
Hey, listen, it's not the first time he's had his dick inside of other people other than his wife.
He's married?
Yeah, with a kid.
I'm a homewrecker.
Yeah,
you are.
Don't worry. He'll talk about it on Twitch and out you.
Jesus. But I'm not gay. It's like the occasional pee on my butt. It feels nice.
Yeah.
But who did we have a conversation with? Maybe it was Bobby that we talked about that it shouldn't be considered gay if you like the way your butt feels because that's where the guy's G-spot is.
Yeah,
it is. Do you know how good it feels for... Okay.
Listeners, in our news.
Listeners, you don't want to hear about a 30-second thing about analingus, please fast forward. It feels real nice when a lady's tongue or pinky or finger is in the butt. Yeah. It feels real good. Like, you the first time, you're like, it's kind of weird. Oh, that feels real good. And then it's like once you go through the back, you never go.
Well, that's where the male G spot is. Mm-hmm. I can't think of the name of the body part, but it's in the butt.
Yeah, I don't know either. I didn't take anatomy.
That starts with a P.
Your
prostate. Prostate. Yes.
I was gonna call it the pus gus gus. I'm glad you said that instead.
Becky said once that her prostate hurt, and I was like, Becky. You don't got a fucking prostate.
Moreland still asks me to this day, just randomly, Becky. I'm like,
How's
what?
Your prostate?
How's your prostate today? I said, it's adequate. Okay, listeners, I hope you're back from that diatribe.
It is true, though. Okay, we also had squad goals, guys.
We did.
Bobby wanted to capture a full body apparition.
You might have, but I have not gone through the Corpsewood Manor stuff yet.
I wanted to help him. Becky wanted to summon it. So, there we go. We had lofty goals there.
We still got half a year, baby.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Although, I'm pretty sure Angie got cursed by Corpsewood.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to go back real quick to our predictions. The thing that struck me the most was that it is the age of Aquarius, and I did go into great detail on the podcast. I'm like, God, I'm boring as fuck. But I did talk a lot about how we were leaving the age of a Pisces, and the age of Pisces at the end reveals problems, and then the age of Aquarius fixes social structures. So that to me is just pretty interesting that a lot of the predictions I made were just astrological based.
Yeah.
Based on what age we were entering. So astrology does have a methodology and science to it.
You know what Angie just
Or
said?
it just got really lucky.
Ass astrology. Sorry.
It feels good.
I'm vibing today.
He be vibing.
Okay,
Bitches that be
Turn the
vibing.
vibrating panties off, Bob.
Well, I think, and here's the thing. We still have another half a year. Now, do I really think I'm going to be a grizzled sea captain? I don't know. The way the year's going, it's very possible Waterworld is possible.
We can start a GoFundMe page.
Well, do we have any other predictions we'd like to make?
I truly do think the mega volcano is going to happen. I 100% do. I don't know if it's going to be the eruption that we're expecting.
You
but
don't think it'll be an ELE?
No,
But
I don't.
What about an asteroid? Because that is hurtling at us.
Well, I think that if any year it's going to happen, it's going to be this year. But I do think that we are coming to a precipice where there's a lot of hatred and there's a lot of antagonism in the world right now. And I think that either you're going to see it completely die out quickly, depending on what happens with COVID, because we all might end up having to shelter back in place. It might happen. Or we're going to see some changes that, you know, maybe you didn't expect to see this year. I said back 2 years ago that this movement for Black Lives Matter would come back.
Yeah.
It just is in the weirdest time, considering that we're in the middle of also a pandemic.
I mean, big protests and stuff happen about every 20, 30 years. Like last one was the LA cop thing. I wasn't born
LA
yet.
riots.
Yeah, that was about 91, 94. That's about 20. Rodney King.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention to history, it's almost every 100 years we have a pandemic. So we had the Spanish influenza in 1918, and then we had COVID this year, which I understand some people's stance on it, that they think that, you know, it's overblown. I understand why people think that. I think you're stupid for thinking that, to be honest, because you can never live in a world where a pandemic exists and be able to
125,000 deaths yesterday.
I know. In Georgia, not Georgia, in the United States.
Yeah. And the president tweets about how his ratings were superior to what is being represented.
Can I pee in a cup and throw it at him?
I mean,
it's like, talk about reading the room.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a very difficult situation to be in right now, just because like everything feels like it's like at the end of it. We're in the end times, which if you do believe in Revelations, it kind of is close.
Well, I defined once on the podcast, the meaning of an apocalypse is where a civilization ends and another begins. And I think that we're literally at that point.
The lizard people are coming.
That was my prediction. Down. Maybe. Oh, well, aliens, we know are here already. Like, there's been live stream video of them landing, but we're not getting into that. I don't feel like arguing with Becky for 30 minutes again.
If the aliens look like the Asari,
we argued for almost 30 minutes on the last
podcast.
If the aliens look like the Asari from Mass Effect, boy,
yeah.
The aliens are a thing, but I truly, the one thing I do hope, and I hate to say this because it sounds bad, I would be almost relieved if it was Cthulhu.
I don't want that.
Because you go insane. You go insane, and that's it.
And we probably are already insane. And the thing about this apocalypse is that I do believe we are reaching an apocalyptic point because we're tearing down history. We're erasing history. Like, in the interest of doing good and bringing, you know, society out and equality, if you forget, you're doomed to repeat it. And that's just how history goes. As soon as you forget it, you
which
repeat
inevitably that is the cycle of life. So if it does happen, it does happen. Mm-hmm. So we'll look at 100 years when we're dead and see that this is probably something that happened in 2020 and in 2120 it happens.
Even like the 25th century, they'll look back and they won't know where we came from. They'll just see where we are now. And
unless the mega volcano takes us all out.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. My thing with the whole statues bit, I agree. Okay, so here's the thing with my statues bit. Confederate things should not be in government buildings. Put it in a goddamn museum.
I agree.
People can learn.
No, yeah.
Yeah. The reason you put those in government buildings is to intimidate black people so they wouldn't vote and shit. Like, there's no reason the Tennessee state capitol has the fucking founder of the KKK in the goddamn building.
Well, and that's why the Church of Satan argued so hard for having, because, you know, they have the Ten Commandments, and I think it's Alabama. Maybe I'm no, it's not Alabama.
Too,
but that's why the Church of Satan said, hey, listen, if you're going to put that there, you got to put us there. And and it's contextual. You have to think about stuff like that. So these things that are historical, they do need to be placed in where we can remember them, maybe not fondly, but stuff that we can look back and say, this was a horrible time for us as people.
It's like there were a lot of Irish slaves that came over at the same time African slaves were coming over. You know why nobody remembers? Because there's no fucking history out there for people to see.
Yeah.
You don't know that in the North they had just as many Irish slaves.
Yeah.
And so who remembers that?
And then on the West Coast, you had the Chinese slaves.
Yeah.
And
even here in Georgia, especially in Savannah, you had African, like black people who were already here owning slaves. And it's like you forget all this history. Let's just say slavery's bad.
Yeah.
It's just bad, but you're gonna forget the specifics of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because why did Ireland sell their prisoners over here for slavery? Because they were starving to death.
Yeah.
They don't have so many potatoes to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haggis is really gross.
Haggis is delicious.
Well, they were so hungry they were taking their leather boots and boiling it to make soup.
Yeah.
To try and get some. I mean, you're forgetting a lot of history. When you forget one piece, you start forgetting the rest.
Yeah.
It just falls into obscurity.
And I just think that it's important that, like, especially this year, we look back. This has to be looked back at. It's going to be something we look back into history and have to study.
And the fact that we do these same protests for equality and to end racism all the time, it's got to change. I may not agree with the violence behind it, but I do agree with the thought behind it. It has to change. We shouldn't be at the same point every 5 years.
I'm fine with... Okay, so here's my opinion on violent protesting. Don't burn down the small businesses, but burn down the police stations and burn down the big businesses, because the big businesses have insurance, so it doesn't fucking matter. But you don't want to burn down your local businesses like don't burn down your local Flying Biscuit.
Yeah, that would suck.
Burn your goddamn Wendy's now, because it doesn't fucking matter. It's Wendy's. They have insurance.
Well, the problem is that Wendy's was owned by a black-owned person. So,
shit.
Yeah. I do not agree with burning things down in the first place. And a lot of times it has been that people who are burning it down don't have the same goals as the protesters do. This is a lot of it is just them wanting to cause problems. So to me, it doesn't make any sense.
It's like in Fight Club. What did he do at the end? He went after the credit card companies because systemic racism comes from your banking institutions, your social institutions. So, and I think that people don't quite understand what systemic racism means. It's okay. So Bobby lives here in this house. The bank was like, oh, you know what? We're going to give you a good loan with a good interest rate. And then they start so they're like, you know what? I want that land back because now it's commercial property. Mm-hmm. So what they'll do is they start selling to like way lower value and bringing in a different class of people. So you'll move.
Yeah, white flight.
It's white flight. And so then when they do that, when they offered these, move in type things, suddenly they jack up rents, and then it makes it to the point where these other people can't live here, so they have to go back.
Gentrification.
Yeah. And then they sell to a commercial, but that's systemic racism because the group of the populace that's most affected are African Americans. Yep. And it's constant. And also think about the blue-eyed, brown-eyed experiment that the teacher did.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with it? Just to put it in a nutshell for our listeners, there was a teacher back in the 60s who came in one day and it's like, are all people equal? And they're like, yeah, except black people and Indians. And she's like, why is that? And they're like, well, because they're worthless. They're bad. So she's like, okay, well, you know what? Today, I'm going to tell y'all that blue-eyed people are better than brown-eyed people. They're smarter. They're faster. And those brown-eyed kids who were so good, and so smart, suddenly didn't do as well. She said schoolwork that took them like 4 minutes to do took them 18 minutes. And when she asked them the next day, what happened? They're like, what was the point? I was stupid.
Yeah.
I was stupid yesterday.
Yeah. When you're told consistently you are this, there's very little room for growth.
Yep.
So when you think about racism, it's like, well, no, nobody goes around calling you names and doing this. This isn't what's in question.
Yep.
It's this entire idea, the black boogeyman idea, the idea that, black people are, born into poverty and they choose to stay there. It's just not true. They're kept there.
Well, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just important, and especially right now, not even just looking at that, because really that's there's protests in other countries going on for that specific reason, but you also have to look at like how globally we're being affected by the pandemic too. Mm-hmm. And it really does put into perspective what works in a government system. And that's what I think people really do need to examine. When you have a government that takes care of your people, how are you directly affected?
Well, and how does the government take care of people? So we have a welfare system to help people. And, the statistics don't lie about who is on welfare.
Yeah.
But if you look more closely at it, why is so many single African American moms on welfare? Well, she's got kids. So it's like, well, she could stop having kids. Well, she can't get to Planned Parenthood. How is she going to get this birth control she needs because she can't get insurance? She doesn't have a job. She can't get to Planned Parenthood, and you want to defund Planned Parenthood.
It's actually more statistics. And here's the crazy part: is most people who are actually on welfare statistically are rural white women.
Yeah, and it's the same. It's poverty.
Yeah, it's poverty. That's what we studied.
It's a classist issue. We call it systemic racism. It's also a class issue, and also, how is she going to get there? She doesn't have a car. So yeah, she could get a job, but who's going to watch her kids? Yeah. Who's going to get her to and from? How is she like? I know a lot about this because I grew up very poor. And my mom couldn't work for the same reasons. Who was going to watch her kids? Yeah. It's a lot of us.
Yeah.
I think that it's important for us to historically look back at this year, especially. We're only halfway through the year and think of all the shit we've gone through. Mm-hmm. And we need to look back and we need to look at what we can change as people. That's my thing about it. Like, whether it's, there's looking at our medical field and what we need to provide, because right now there's a whole new thing about, Affordable Care Act going through and possibly being, gotten rid of, especially right now, which is the worst time because a lot of people who are unemployed are now on the Affordable Care Act. Mm-hmm. So it's important I hate to say this, but read the room, but it's important that we have to look at these things that we've taken for granted for so long and think to ourselves whether we need to make a change.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's like the people who are getting furloughed or laid off are suddenly in the position that a lot of people have been in for years. I can't get a job. Oh. And yet you judge other people for years for not being able to get a job. It's not that they haven't looked or haven't gone out there. It's just sometimes it's just hopeless.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, oh man, that's such a sad note to end on. But hey, this year's kind of sucked, to be honest.
And this year's changing. I truly believe that a change is going to come. I don't know if it's going to be we move into a police state.
I wish I could take credit. I wish I could take credit for the title of this episode because it was the original episode because it was Apocalyptic Chill, and think about all we did was Netflix and chill for 3 months. But I got it from the Delane's new album that actually came out right before COVID hit called Apocalyptic Chill. So thanks, Delane. You actually are like the oracle.
I got a name for the episode.
What is it?
Diet and Riot.
Oh,
I like it.
Gosh. Now we're really going to cause
COVID
problems.
Diet and protest riots.
That's true.
Yeah.
Our half year in review.
Even though April was like 3 years long. Oh my God. And then May and June were only like 2 weeks.
Going back to Facebook memes though, the one that I want to end on is the one where it's like, it says December 31st, 2020, New Year's Eve. All right, guys, this year's almost over. 11:59. Okay, it's almost over. 11:60. Wait, what?
What? Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense now. I didn't get it at first.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. It feels like it's been years since January.
Yeah.
Years.
I've aged. I feel it.
I feel it too.
Yeah.
Like, you just feel it. Like, this is what it feels like to live through a time like this. You just, it's just there. Imagine Imagine like World War, like the World Wars where you live for years and years through it.
There may be like a new world order that comes out of all this because how often have we seen so many countries come together for one common cause?
I wouldn't mind it because if I can get a decent job and have a house, fuck it, why not?
I'm just going to say mega volcano.
Aliens for me, Bobby. Your one word.
Penis!
Just a giant penis.
Hey, Becky, where can they find our giant penis?
I have a big one.
You can find us on Facebook at The Free Rotation Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at The Free Rotation. You can find us on
Spotify.
YouTube and Twitch at The Free Rotation. You can check out all of our podcasts. Oh my God, I'm so screwed up. Yeah, you can check out our podcasts at like Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts.
From her, she screwed up.
I screwed up. And then you can check us out. Let me finish.
She's a sensitive being.
We Be Geeks. You can find us there. Check us out at TheFreeRotation.com.
We didn't even talk about our curse we picked up at Corpsewood.
Oh, yeah, you did get cursed.
We'll have to catch up.
Yeah, we're going to have to do another catch up.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
See you after the mega volcano.
we're recording.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweet.
You gonna introduce?
Yes. I say that and I get weird.
I'll do it.
Okay.